Hey, drop.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 23 of the Buchanan County Sports Podcast. Hope you all had a good New Year's and got to spend some time with family and everything.
Felt good.
Yeah.
Felt good. I'm ready to go back to work, though.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready for that again. I took 4 days off, so I should be ready, I guess. But a lot of things going on last week. Start off the week, Grundy was in the Smoky Mountain Winter Classic in Gatlinburg. Grundy faced I think I heard there was a AAA team out of South Carolina, Chapman, South Carolina.
Yep.
Lost 65-57. Ethan McClanahan, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Kyle Hunt, 10 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. Logan Fuller, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Ryder Anderson, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Braden Conway, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And Jackson Deal, 1 point, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. And also on Monday, the Council's boys took on Thomas Walker. Thomas Walker came out on top, 74-41. Jacob Ray with 12 points, Dakota Mayhorn 11, Ben Stevens 6, Gage Brown 5, Ty Owens 5, and Jesse Ray 2. And also earlier that day, I actually got to see a little bit of this. Northwood traveled to Hurley. Hurley come out on top 70-45, and it sure didn't look like it by halftime. Game was 30-26 at halftime.
Wow.
Hurley was losing by 4, and then the outcome, a 25-point win. I ended up leaving at halftime. I stopped there while I was on the road for work, and I was like, well, don't look like they're going to win this one. It was pretty sloppy first half, honestly. I remember Wolford told me, he said he thinks it was just a Christmas hangover or something other. Just got out of bed and everything. Just really flat. Did you get to see any of it, Chris?
Yeah, that's been their Achilles, though, is that first and second quarter that's just turnovers. I don't know if it's just a lack of, like Chris said, just that little bit of Christmas hangover, if they're just not focusing or taking some teams like that too lightly or what it was. But second half, whatever he said to him at halftime worked.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if, our player of the week, Emily Mullins, 26 points, and 19 of those came in the second half. But Emily had 26 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Jalen Dotson, 17 points, 6 rebounds. Skylar Baker, 9 points. Brooklyn Owens, 7. Brianna Stacy, 3. Haley Hurley, 3. Sierra Rollins, 3 points. Jada Stacy, 2 points. And then the Hatfield-McCoy Wrestling Tournament from Appalachian Wireless Arena on Tuesday. You want to go over the scores there?
Yeah. Team scores. Johnson Central came out on top with a score of 272. Martin County come in second, 268.5 points. Autumn County come in third, 214.5, and Grundy come in fourth with 203.5 points. Grundy Wrestlers finishes 106-pounder Colt Clevenger. He came out as a champion. 120-pounder Jacob Smetzer come in second. 126-pounder Colton. He's a JV guy, and he's just wrestling really tough. He's a young kid, and he came in. 132 is Aiden Meadows. He wrestled tough again. He's young, got a lot of knowledge of wrestling, but he's just facing older and more competitive people. 138, Jacob Fields come back and he's fourth, and Jacob hurt his elbow. He had elbow trouble last year, and he hurt his elbow again, so we don't know how long he's going to be out. So just keep him in your prayers. 150-pounder Reed Stiltner come in second. 150-pounder, they've got 2 in there, but one of them's dropping to 44, and that'd be Lucas Vance. Lucas Vance is going to drop to 44, so he can have another weight class where he can cover. He just made it around blood round. 157, Aiden White wrestled tough. 165, Andrew Scarberry. Catfish, as we all know him as, he made it to the blood round. 175, RJ Rowe finished 8th. Good things has been talked about RJ Rowe. I heard Coach Brian Looney talked about him, and he's like, man, he's like a sponge. He soaks up everything, and he's putting out 190 Talon Looney's come back as a champion out of that one. 215 Brody Ford to be third place. 215 Henry Brown. He made it to the blood round. That's just almost made it to scoring. 285 Luke Quake Shelton. He's the champion, and we had another 285 Braden Ratliff come in as a blood round. So pretty good showing down there, Hatfield McCoy. So we're very pleased with the way that happened.
So I want to ask you, how does that go with, like, I've seen some people refer to, like, the weight class that Luke wrestles in is, 285 specifically a weight, and then sometimes they refer to it as just heavyweight and not necessarily
Unlimited.
a poundage.
Yeah, unlimited.
Is that once they get to a certain weight, they're considered a heavyweight, no matter if they're 289 or 285?
Some states are different, right, Tim?
Yeah, some is different, but as this, used to be years ago, heavyweight was like 285, and anything above that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it
Used
could
to be.
literally be a 285 versus a 305.
Yeah, it can be.
Okay,
Yes, it
okay.
can be. Yeah. It can
Learning
be.
every day, buddy.
Well,
Learning every day.
And you know that most of the time, heavy they are, they're going to wire on you and weigh on you, and that's where Luke, Quaid, he does real good about shooting. He will shoot and stuff. Of course, you made a video of him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. But yeah, overall wrestling down at Hatfield McCoy, that's the first time they entered that tournament. Very pleased with that.
And you mentioned that. I'll take a second to mention this too. I've said it before. Earlier on in the season, we had somebody that made a snide comment about our county band, and that person got deleted. And the other day, we had an individual who has been saying stuff in different places on the internet. I know different ones have posted stuff, and he's made
I said I was
comments.
sorry, Mike.
Huh?
I said I was sorry.
But anyway, the comments and stuff about the kids, I mean, that's just not called for, and he's no longer on there no more. So
it's not tolerated.
No, not at all. Not at all. There's no sense in that.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got day 2 of the Smoky Mountain Winter Classic in Gatlinburg. Grundy, another tough team here with Whitfield Academy, 54-40. Grundy lost that one. Ethan McClanahan, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Logan Fuller, 9 points, 5 steals. Braden Conaway, 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 block. And from talking to the coach and everything, Kyle, he got in a lot of foul trouble in both the second and the third game, if I'm not mistaken.
He fouled out.
Yeah. So that really hurt him a lot there. He finished 5 points, 7 rebounds. Jackson Deal, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 steals. Ryder Anderson, 6 rebounds. But yeah, I think that's going to be a real important thing going on, that he's got to be able to stay out of foul trouble, because he is definitely needed there down low and everything.
He is needed down low, yes.
Very, very important part.
So, yes.
Then also on Tuesday, Council dropped a heartbreaker there to J.I. Burton by 1 point, 38-37. Ella actually hit a 3 at the buzzer to make it a 1-point game. But Ella finished with 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Megan Hess, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Lindsay Ratliff, 4 points, 17 rebounds, 2 steals. Candace Runyon, 2 points, 5 rebounds.
You said she hit a 3. It should have been a 4.
Yeah, where she shot it
on
from.
half court.
Yeah.
It's a shame past the half court line you don't get an extra point for it.
Yeah.
They'd been going to overtime. Grundy's girls faced the Central Warriors.
Wow, Central.
Yeah, on Tuesday as well. Central comes out on top, 75-62. I actually saw Central lost the game last night to Union. So that was, I know all them teams over are tough and everything, but Central's always been just a notch above everybody.
Oh, well, they've been 2-time champions, state champions. So
definitely.
They are above, in my opinion, they're above everybody else.
They got one of the best coaches in the state.
I agree 100%, yes.
In that game, Destiny Armendariz, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Emma Davis, 1 rebound. Kate Bostic, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 steals. Kendall Brown, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 steals. Sophia Belcher, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Jade Vinsel, 12 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. Leah Rasnick, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. Addison Bell, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. And moving on to Wednesday, Chris, I'll get you to read some of that if you don't care.
Okay, it's Smoky Mountain Winter Classic in Gatlinburg. Grundy takes on Webster County. They go down 73-49. Ethan had another good game. He had 23 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Kyle Hunt, just 4 points. Must have been foul trouble again.
Yeah.
5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. Anytime you get 4 blocks, you may pick up a foul here and there, just being aggressive. Logan Fuller had 16 points, 1 rebound, 3 steals. Braden Fuller, 1 point, 3
I don't know
rebounds.
what happened there. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's like that. That needs to be Conaway.
Okay. Ryder Anderson, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Jacksonville, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. One of the things I'm looking at here just consistently is their rebounding. Is Grundy rebounds well as far as team. You don't see a player on there that don't have at least 1 rebound.
Yeah.
That rebounds win you ball games when you're shooting poorly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure. Nothing on Thursday with it being New Year's and everything. Friday had action at Council there. Northwood traveled to Council. Me and the wife went over and watched them play there. First up, we'll go over the boys. Boys lost again, 75-47 against Northwood. Jacob Ray, another huge game with 26 points. Gage Brown, 7. J.C. Ray, 5. Ben Stevens, 5. And Ty Owens, 4. In the girls come out on top, 55-27. Good all-around game by everybody. Probably the best team ball that from talking to them that they've played all year.
It looks balanced.
Really getting more people involved in everything. With Lindsay and Candace and everything. But Ella with 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Lindsay Ratliff, 13 points, 16 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks.
That's a big double-double.
Yeah. And Megan Hess actually missed it by 1 point and 1 rebound of having a double-double as well. 9 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Candace Runyon, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Kayla Johnson, 2 points. Shaylee Ratliff, 2 points. Then the girls, Hurley's girls, 51-49 loss over Riverview. Jalen Dotson, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Brianna Stacy, 10 points, 8 rebounds. Emily Mullins, 11 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Jada Stacy, 4 points. Skylar Baker's 3 points. Brooklyn Owens, 2 points. Tim, I'll let you touch on the next one.
So we went to Grundy had the A.G. Skeen Wrestling Memorial Tournament Saturday. It started Friday with our young kids, our little kids, and it moved on Friday evening, Friday afternoon to our middle school kids. So Saturday morning at 9 o'clock it started high school. So with that being said, Martin County came out the winner overall with 227.5 points. Grundy come in second with 169.5 points. Fort Chiswell come in third with 156.5 points. Individual results for Grundy is Colton Clevenger came out as an A.G. Skeen winner. Smetzer come in second at 120. 126 Colton come in 7th. 126 Aiden Meadows come in 6th. 126 Jackson Stevenson, he wrestled very tough in this tournament. 150 Reed Stiltner came in at first. He's A.G. Skeen champion. 150 Lucas Vance come third. 157 Aiden White at fourth. 165 Andrew Scarberry Catfish, he come in third. 190 Talon Looney, he's the A.G. Skeen champion. 215 Brody Ford, he's the A.G. Skeen champion. 215 Henry Brown come in fourth. 185 Luke Quake Shelton, he's the A.G. Skeen champion. And 285 Braden Ratliff finished fourth. So it's a good showing for Grundy Wrestling Club.
But 285, you got a first and fourth place finish. That's tough.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll have to go by these pictures. I didn't have time to write all this, but I'll go ahead and go over Saturday there. The East Coast Elite at Roanoke. Boys 55 meter, Trey Taylor of Grundy, 6.91. And then girls 55 meters, Kelly Ratliff, 842. Reagan Boyd, 980. Emma O'Quinn, 1083. And Alyssa Ratliff, 1089. And let's see, move on to the next one. Boys 300 meters, Parker Hughes 44.56. Girls 300, Ava Ward at 54.91. Reagan Boyd 101.41. Alyssa Stacy 104.95. Emma Quinn 116.52. And did they just not start on that one?
Yeah.
I've always wondered what that one was.
Yeah, it did not start. Yeah.
Okay. And then girls 500 meter, Leah Armendariz 137.80. Alyssa Stacy 158.28. Boys 1,000 meter, Keyston Harford 5th place finish there at 2:40.01. Girls 1,000 meter, Destiny Armendariz 3:45.65. Ella Robertson 4:39.15. And girls 1,600 meters, Ella Robinson 7:48.79. Good finish here in the high jump. Madison Lester was 6th place finish, 1.40 meters.
Yeah, it's 4 foot and 7 inches.
Oh, okay. I see it down below it there. My bad. And then a 10th place finish, Lucy Savage, 4'5".
Yeah.
Girls long jump, Madison Lester, 13 foot and 8 inches. Sierra Lowry, 13 foot and 4 inches. Lucy Savage, 12 foot and 10 inches. Move on to the next one here. Girls shot put. Glad to see there's some field ones here. I've not seen a lot of field events, I guess.
Yeah, they've been working on it the last 2 or 3 weeks, so they finally came and brought them out. And they did a good job.
And if I'm looking at this right, is that? Oh no, I'm sorry. I see it there. Senior. Okay. 9th place finish, Cheyenne King, 9:56, which is 31 foot and 4 inches. Girls triple jump, Sierra Lowry, 29 foot and 6 inches. Madison Lester on the triple jump, 29 foot and 1 inch. And then on the relay, she had a correction there. I don't know if you can see where I scribbled through that or whatever. The girls 4x200 relay varsity, 206.70 was Ratliff, Leah Armendariz, Sierra Lowry, and Destiny Armendariz. They finished 10th in that. And a 6th place finish for the girls 4x400 meter relay, Leah Armendariz. What was her name? First name?
Callie Ratliff. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. And then Ava Ward and Destiny Armendariz, 4 minutes, 53 seconds. And that was the last of them. They're on that. But getting ready for the regionals here in a few weeks, I guess. Won't be very long. They'll be moving right into that.
Yeah, it won't be long. Good showing from Grundy. I was hoping to see council there, but they wasn't a lot of people there this week in Roanoke, so probably about half the kids was there. And of course, you're coming off of your New Year's too, and a lot of people didn't travel yet.
I think I just seen them actually just get back home just a few minutes ago. I was getting gas, and the bus was at Food City letting kids off. So
yeah, they left yesterday morning at 4:30.
Wow. But any thoughts on this week, guys? Chris?
Well, I just I hope everybody, of course, gets through the week with no injuries and stuff. But it's always a number game. Seems like for us, just like to get a win.
Yeah.
Actually, a funny story. One of the boys sent me a message and says, "Hey, coach, they got Max Pretz had us losing to Shelby Valley 63-55 or something like that." And I said, "We didn't even play that day." I said, "How did we lose on your day off?" How does that happen? But yeah, I think it was the JV.
That movie Friday when he said, "How you gonna get fired on your day off?"
It happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, be getting into the district games here soon. I know next Friday, all 4 district schools will have games that night. Get started on that, and before you know it, it'll be district tournaments right around the corner.
It's always good to see familiar faces,
Yeah.
Being around people and then the kids feel more comfortable too. It's not as much stress.
Maybe people that ain't going to go and press you.
Hey, that's part of it. It is part of it. Listen, guys, I mean, don't think what I said about that coach, I meant as a negative is what I've been hearing, but you got to have common sense.
It's just, I mean, in this day and time, whether you're able to get video or whatever, like back in the old days, I mean, it's rare, it's easily available to everybody. And I mean, you kind of know, especially considering, you all did play 2 games there. you know, I just don't.
Well, I've watched about everybody play thus far. I watched Brian and them. We get ready to play them tomorrow at Richlands. He presses. Every game I've watched. So if they come out and he presses from daylight to dark, it's not like it's something new.
Yeah.
But Brian's a good coach, and he's not going to try to embarrass anybody to do it. If he can teach a kid.
No, I guarantee you that he'll get him a little bit of a lead, and then he'll probably try to play some of the ones that ain't played before.
That's just
to
his,
try to
that's what he
to
does.
get some time in.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If you've got a bench over there that don't have experience, and you're trying to get that kind of experience, that's great. But I just don't think you do it against a lesser opponent. It doesn't really help.
That's
them.
right.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
I know that's. I agree 100%. Yes.
Yeah, I agree too. Tim?
That's all I had to say. We had a good
Everything
showing
good
this
on
week.
wrestling and everything.
Wrestling's looking good. I did talk to Coach Pfizer. So I told him we need to get together and do an interview session with him. He said, get with him. He'll give us a date and a time. So
Brody and the Colton.
Clevenger and Brody.
Clevenger, Brody. Talon. Luke.
So it was a good showing. I'm proud of all them kids. They done a great job.
2 in 1 week like that, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, they need to get prepared though.
I know we got the Virginia duels coming up.
That's when you separate the men from the boys.
Yeah.
So
because you kind of get to see what's because I'm going to assume that it's not no out-of-state ones.
Well, there are a lot of out-of-state ones.
Oh, I didn't know if it was just an in-state type event.
No, and sometimes you wrestle 3A school, sometimes you wrestle 2A school, sometimes you wrestle 4A school.
Yeah.
Granny Wrestle's been going there for many years, and I think it's a good tournament. I love Virginia duels. It's not only high school; it's college too.
Yeah, you can't take a whole lot from that AA and single A because I've seen kids in single A just as good as any 4A.
Right.
Well, I've always wondered what's the big deal with that. Them saying AA, single A, AAA, whatever. It's the size of the school. It don't really mean that the kid is any different.
You got more to pick from. But like football and basketball, it does make a bit of difference when you've got 40 kids to pick
from. But I mean, you take a kid from Grundy, if he's in 4A, it ain't going to change the way he wrestles or whatever.
Well.
He'll face better competition.
The competition
probably.
may be tougher as far as
he'll have to work harder.
Yeah,
he'll have to work harder. But it's all. I don't care who it is. It boils down to the kid and the work.
Yeah, the kid is what the kid is.
It's just what it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm proud of all of our Buchanan County athletes. I don't care where they go to school, they're doing a great job, and they're representing Buchanan County great.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
For sure. Well, I guess that's it for the recap. We'll move on to the player of the week. All right, guys, next up here, we've got the girls player of the week, Emily Mullins from Hurley. Emily's a junior. She scored a career-high 26 points on Monday against Northwood at Hurley. After being down by 4 at halftime, 30-26, Emily would help lead the Lady Rebels in the second half to a huge 70-45 win. Emily would score 19 of her 26 points in the second half. Would finish with 26 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Emily, appreciate you joining us here today.
Little spark plug.
Yeah, definitely in that second half for sure. Kim, you got some questions?
First of all, I'm going to say I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
As a person. Also, I'm proud of you as looking at somebody that's been through a lot. If somebody's been through a lot, you and your family's been through a lot here in the last part of the year, and you came out of it, and you're showing on the ball court just what you can do. And I'm so thankful and so blessed just to be able to be sitting and watching you do it. And you do it with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
You know, and I know you have faith, and that's a good thing. And actually, it's awesome. I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and so proud of how you just keep chugging on, and every basket means something.
Yeah.
Every steal means something. You know, every block needs something. So I'm so proud of you. I just want to get that out. Just proud of you. I've got some questions. I know Chris has some questions too, and I'll make mine short, Chris, because I know you want to ask a lot of questions on her because she's family. So, what do you enjoy most about playing basketball?
Enjoy being with my teammates the most. You know, making the memories. The memories matter, you know.
Okay. What's your biggest strength on the court?
This year, probably my defense. My defense has really improved since last year. I mean, the steals and stuff. I worked a lot on that during the off season, and I think you can tell my defense. I fouled a lot last year, so I was glad to see my defense improve.
There's a whole lot of difference in playing defense and playing defense correctly. And,
Yes.
And in control, ain't it, Chris?
Yeah.
What does being a good teammate mean to you?
Oh, so much. Being encouraging. Even when my teammates make mistakes, because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. You have to look at it from that standpoint.
Who is a leader on this team that inspires you and why? And it could be your coaches, and you don't have to just be a teammate.
We have great coaching staff this year, like the best coaching staff. Chris, Nick, Zach, my mom, they're all awesome. They're so encouraging, energetic. But I'm closest, and I really look up to Brianna. She is just a little ball of energy to all of us.
Always smiling.
Yeah, she's always smiling, even when she's laying on the ground after
Oh, yeah.
getting took out by somebody.
What role do you play on the team, both on and off the court? And if you don't have an answer, that's fine.
Just a little spark,
Okay.
Like, I try to, be friendly with everybody. I'm kind of like the funny one too. Get everybody in a good mood.
Spark
Get everybody
plug.
in a good mood
Spark
before the
plug.
game. You have to, if you go into it dry and you're not, it's no fun.
What motivates you to keep working hard every day?
Probably because I know my dad would want me to do it. I don't think he would want me to quit. So
No.
that's the biggest thing.
Suck it up, what he'd say.
Yeah,
then.
suck it up, Cece.
How do you respond after a bad game or a mistake? And we all make them.
Yeah, just forget about it, because nobody's perfect. So everybody makes mistakes.
What's something basketball's taught you about life?
Responsibilities.
There you go.
Responsibilities. It's like a job. You have to come to practice, to get your paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You have to, it's like a job or school,
How do you balance school, basketball, and personal life?
It is tough. I won't lie, it is tough. But, to me, sports is kind of like a reward. So, school and family is first before everything,
Now, I'm going to assume you succeed quite well in the classroom too.
Yeah, try to.
What gives you confidence when you step on that court?
I don't know. I think about my team, and I don't want to let them down. You never want to let your team down. That's a big thing for me. I don't want them to look down on me. So.
What advice would you give a younger player just starting?
Don't get in your head, and don't let anyone else get in your head either, because that's a big thing. Have confidence. Confidence is key, for sure.
What goals do you have for yourself this season? Have you set any?
The goal this season was to just win. That's everybody. Just win. And I really think that we have proved that we're pretty good. That the Rebels are pretty good this year.
They sure are.
Yeah. I mean, 7-2. That's awesome.
Yeah.
To us.
I agree 100%. Your record shows
Yeah.
that y'all play team ball.
Yeah.
How do you want to be remembered as a teammate 10 years down the road?
Just that I was the one that they could look up to and be like, she always encouraged us to do our best. She always told us that we're fine after we make a mistake, stuff like that.
What are you most proud of so far in your basketball journey?
Not quitting, not quitting, because I feel like I have been through a lot, and but you have to think about it from, I guess, again, like Dad wouldn't want me to stop anyway, so it's not quitting would be what I'm most proud of.
So you play basketball. What else? You cheerlead.
I don't cheerlead.
You don't cheer. So
No,
you,
not a cheerleader.
You play basketball,
I do softball,
softball,
volleyball,
volleyball.
and I've done track before. I think I'm going to do the relay this year for track.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, other than what you just mentioned, and you can do anything in the world, any kind of other sport, what would it be?
Probably like soccer or like flag football.
Flag
Because it's
football.
aggressive.
Well,
You know.
I want to say,
Running.
yeah, running. You love running.
Yeah, I like to run. Now I don't like cross country.
Right.
I've done that before. Never again. Absolutely not. Tried to do it for basketball. I was like, never mind. I'll just run at practice. You know, I'll do what you want me to do, coach. I'm not doing it no more.
So that's all the question I have. I just want to say how proud I am of you.
Thank you
You're
so
awesome.
much.
Yeah.
Keep it up. You're going to go far in your career. You're just a junior.
Yeah.
What do you think about the new school for next year? Nervous or?
I wish that I would have been able to graduate at Hurley.
I understand.
You know, I think it's going to be hard to just do 1 year up here. But also, then again, with sports, I do have lots of friends from other schools,
Right.
Grundy, Twin Valley, everybody. You know, I have.
You can say council.
Yeah,
They'll be
council.
there eventually.
Yeah, I know a few
inevitable.
of them will come to. You know, I love Megan. I have multiple friends from Grundy too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, I'm excited for that.
I'm excited
with
too.
everybody.
I'm excited for everybody just because academics.
Yeah, academics. So there'll be a lot of opportunities. I feel like up here.
That you guys haven't been offered. You know, we just
Right.
talk about academics.
Yeah.
What you want to do in your career after high school. So
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. I can speak volumes. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Keep working hard on that basketball court. And I know Chris has some questions for you.
Okay.
Y'all know I'm big on character. You know, and when it comes, there's only a handful of kids in all my years that I can just pick out a group of all the kids I've coached, been around, that shows really good character on and off the floor. You know, you're a hard worker. A lot of people don't know this. You also work a job,
Yeah.
and you know you're multi-talented.
Yeah.
You sing and you play the guitar. You and your papa used to put a lot of those videos on. I used to really enjoy watching those and listening to those.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't understand, you know, to know Emily, they think, okay, they might know you in the classroom or they might know you on the ball floor.
Mm-hmm.
What's life like for Emily outside of that as far as getting to know you? Are you real shy or are you loudmouth? No. Okay.
Very loudmouth. I think you know that.
Yeah. So when you come in here, were you a little nervous?
Just a little nervous, but you know, I know I'll be fine though because I'm like my mom.
I was just getting ready to say that. She reminds me of a lot of Stephanie.
See, Dad wasn't as much like that. Like
No.
he would talk to you, but then he'd be like, he don't want to be around very long. Like I'm done after 10 minutes. I'm done.
Yeah, he was
like Mom will go in Walmart and talk to random people, and Dad's like, Steph, what are you doing? Like you don't even know who that is. So what are you doing?
Yeah, we'd bump into him. Your dad'd be like, "We got to go. It's been 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything we got in there is ruined." You
Yeah.
know? That's just the way it was.
Yeah.
Steph's talker and Tim's just like ready to go. The 26 and 8 rebounds. The 26, your highest you've ever scored.
Yes, I think 23 was before that.
I remember it's been years ago, back when you were in Little League, and I was refereeing most of your games.
Mm-hmm.
And your dad and I would talk, in halftime one of those, and he's like, I know she's gonna get mad at you. You can't cut her no slack. And that's why I'm not. Because he would notice that you would get mad if a foul was called or if you thought you got fouled, and he always wanted it to be harder on you.
Yeah.
Because he knew if it was harder on you, and then you see a coach in Chris Wolf, Chris like that. He don't want to take it easy on you.
Right.
He wants to kind of push you to do your best in whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen you struggle and I knew early on you'd be a point guard. I didn't think you was going to get 6 foot or anything like that. Just looking at your mom and then her family,
Yeah.
I thought, well, she'll be average height.
Yeah.
So I looking at the point guard position, and I know how you used to struggle. You really couldn't handle the basketball and pressure. That has
Right.
changed.
Yeah.
I've noticed, especially this year more than anything. So is that
Yes.
something you sort of put in your mind? I'm going to really work on my ball
Oh
handling?
yeah, for sure. As a point guard, I feel like you always have to see the floor too, and under pressure, it is hard to in a press dribble the ball, then look up the floor, see who's open, stuff like that, and that's stuff that I worked on the off season too. Definitely my ball handling, I feel like has gotten a lot better since last year.
One of the things that drives all coaches crazy is, especially if you're playing against press, but if you're dribbling basketball, is kids will not keep their eyes up. They won't keep their head up.
Yeah.
And I pay attention to detail. That's something that you do well now that you didn't used to do.
Yeah.
And
For
I
sure.
think that the process, and two of the things that you'd always have going for you was that you would talk in your defense. You're going to let them hear you. But the worst thing that you used to have a few years back was your hands. You were really, and that would get you in foul trouble.
Yeah, I know.
And now you're really moving your feet well.
Yeah, I did work on. We done a lot of defensive drills too. That's a big thing for Chris because if you can't play defense, you can't play ball really. Like defense is a huge key. So yeah, I worked on that a lot.
So games coming up. You've got, of course, the district games. Pretty much all the kids that stand out to the other schools.
Yeah.
When you go up against these girls like Ella and like some of the girls, Kate Bossick and a few of them that you know well, you go up against them, you already know, you've been played against them 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought, now coming back next year, how much better of a team you could actually have combined with girls like that?
For sure. Yeah, definitely. I think that we'll have an awesome team next year. But I feel like if you put some of the players from different schools in the county combined, oh yeah, we would have a crazy team.
I've heard mixed emotions about it before, the ball season started, and before I got around the kids, and talked to several of the boys. They were saying, completely opposite than what I would have thought they said. Not all of them, but some of them. And I look at it from a good and bad perspective.
Yeah.
You being a senior, this is the way I would look at it for a senior going up there. You're the first to do it.
Yeah.
Set the mark.
Yeah.
You don't have to be, it's all right, it's the first year, and people give you a pass because it's the first year. No, set the mark right away. That way it's harder for the next group to come along.
Yeah.
First graduating class, first team, first to do everything. You think like you get out there on the floor in that first game, the first
Points.
first ball that goes through that net, the first three that's shot, the first everything, the first win.
First foul.
Yeah. First foul.
That'll come quick.
Yeah, it'll probably be me. I'll probably have the
quick.
first foul.
So what's going forward to next year after graduating? You got plans going to college. You already got several college credits
Yes.
on your resume, and you're looking at maybe what, pharmacy school.
Yes, because I'm working as a tech right now. I'm not certified yet, but I will be in a few months. And I plan on going to pharmacy school right after I graduate. If everything goes well, I should have my pre-med and I'll be able to go to
I
pharmacy.
still think you want to be a doctor. I said we need a doctor in the family. You gotta get that family discount going on. A lot of people don't know this is our great niece, my Angie's great niece. I've watched her grow up from the time she was able to crawl, I guess.
Yeah.
To now she has a younger brother, Colton, who plays JV basketball.
Yeah.
Now Colton, he's a little bit different.
Yeah, he's a hunter in the future.
He'd rather be hunting.
He's outside. He's not really. He'd rather do that than play ball.
Yeah, you're like I say, you multitask. You're able to do it all, but you really seem like you're taking to this year a little different. I've seen it. You get a little bit more hungry to you. I said that after some of these games, especially the Northwood game here, the second half. You had 19 in the second half.
Yeah.
And I said that you came out looked like I don't know if you played mad or if you just like this sucks and I'm just tired of this. Whatever it was, it worked for you, but you just look different. Like in your eyes, you look different.
Right. So as a point guard too, my job is kind of to have those assists, to get the ball to everybody. So
like the quarterback,
Yeah. So in the first half, I could tell, he's having a little bit of an off night. Our shooting wasn't the best. Nobody's was. So I was like, coming out in the second half, I noticed it again a little bit in the beginning of the third quarter and I was just like, well, maybe my shooting will be a little bit better. So then I started shooting. I think
throwing the ball away a little bit too there in the first half.
Yeah, we had a few turnovers in the first half for sure.
The 7-2 mark is probably the best that Hurley's had maybe in 30 years or longer that I can remember. And I'm thinking the last team in this county that's done that was probably Grundy. And then maybe
Well,
maybe
the
Twin
last
Valley.
really great team from Hurley, you got to go all the way back to like 94, with the 93, 94.
Well, I don't know
them
if
2
they
years in
started
a
out
row.
72, so you all may actually have the best start in school history,
Yeah.
Which is awesome,
Yeah.
to have a start like that. Right now, I'd take the 2.
Yeah.
You'd take the record in reverse.
Yeah.
I'd take it in reverse right now.
Yeah, we've done really good this year. And from Jalen Dotson, she's a grade younger than me. We always played really good. Even in Little League, we always played really good together. Like she would play up with us and stuff. And so I was really glad, last year when I was in, she wasn't. When she was in, I wasn't, We always got rotated. So this year, I feel like we have played really good together.
Well, it looks like when you bring, especially in a fast break situation, I actually seen she had an actual layup and she passed it off to you on the right side.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing I noticed. I said, maybe a year ago she tries to take that shot.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
So that's a good when you can see a team have that kind of, togetherness and just don't care kind of thing.
That's why I say too, not everything, it's not always about points either. Like the assists to me mean a lot too because, you can tell you're seeing the floor and you're giving the ball to your teammates, and that means a lot to me too.
Well, I'm proud of you, and I know your family's proud of you, Mommy. Everybody's proud of you, not just from a basketball standpoint. That's a plus, as we get to see, but just to watch you grow into the young woman you are. Great character. I say there's only a handful of girls or boys I'd put in that category, and you're right there top with all of them. And I'm thankful enough to be able to get to know you as you grow up and watch you. The goofy side of you, the loving side of you that people don't get to see, and also the competitor in you.
Yeah.
But it's been a joy thus far this year to see you girls participate and play the way you have, and I'd love to see y'all go out and win the district.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the district games. I think that our district is really good this year. Our girls' district teams are really good this year.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much I go out on limb council with you guys and Grundy, you're pretty even.
Yeah.
Twin Valley with the exception, they lost a lot last year to graduate and stuff, so they're struggling. But all in all, I think if you look down the list, y'all pretty even there. So
yeah,
you can go in very confident.
Oh yeah, that's why Grundy's won district, and they've deserved it these past few years. They've worked their butts off to get it, and I'm just like, we have done that all. We've done that all summer. We've done that all season, and I was like, I hope all the hard work pays off for us.
Now, prior to Chris taking y'all had, was it Beefy was over there, right?
Yes.
He had y'all, what, 2 years?
3, I think.
3 years.
Yeah.
I know he had you some summers and stuff like that, and took y'all to some camps and stuff.
Yeah.
Worked with you. When you think about coaches, the difference in philosophies, every coach is different. What does Chris and his philosophies and the way that he looks at things differ from the other coaches you've had?
He is so much more energetic, and he's like the type of coach that if you miss a shot, he says shoot again, shoot or shoot. So I feel like I've had coaches in the past before, you miss a shot, and they're just like, pass it off, it's not your night.
Ready to yank you out.
Yeah, they're ready to take you out. But Chris is the complete opposite. Like I remember him being on the sideline, in the crowd last year, and I could hear him. He was like, "Shoot the ball, Emily." I was like, "Okay, Chris, I'll shoot." But he's definitely different, and I love Chris for that. He's so energetic, so encouraging, and he's always running up and down the sidelines. So that's all you see, and he'll chew us out every now and then when we deserve it, but that just makes us better in the end.
One of the coaches I remember years ago that used to do an awesome job with balancing, being able to balance the kids fairly like that. Doc Looney did a great job when he had the boys over there, and now he's got the girls. Dave Brown, he had the varsity boys over there for a while. But when you see these coaches like that, that's able to pat you on the back when you do bad, not just when you do good.
Yeah.
To me, that's it's not about the wins and losses all the time. Sometimes you got to take that in a character build.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that Chris is able to do that to you girls, because I've coached girls. It's not always easy, You know, it's
No.
because I say, you know, girls don't forget anything.
Yeah.
You foul them now, they're gonna remember it 20 years from now.
Yep.
It's just the way it
It's
is.
true.
So
And-
you know, kudos to Chris to be able to switch like that and be able
Yeah.
to succeed in what he's doing.
And another thing is too, like, it's not just, we don't just have Chris this year too. Like Nick, he's our defensive guy. He knows how to play defense. So, you know, whenever we need him to show us a new press or this and that, you know, show us how to do this, he's always there. He's awesome at defense. I mean, he knows everything.
It's you gotta have extra coaches. You gotta have to build a successful program. You know, you'll find that come next year that you know you'll have more support.
Yeah.
I would think. I don't think they're going to just leave you all out there to fend for yourself, but I do look forward to see what y'all can do. I hate again that schools are closing, but I do look forward. You know, whether I'm on the sidelines, in the stands, or wherever it is, I'm gonna root. You know, root
Yeah, that's why.
especially you. You know, I'm gonna root for you, holler, scream, and stomp.
Yeah, that's why I hate that the schools have to close. You know, even though I'm going up to the Gap, I did get a Rebel letterman because I feel like I'll always be a Rebel at heart. So I was like, I told Mom, I was like, I'll get me a little patch and put on it, an Eagles patch.
There you go.
Just so everybody knows that I was an Eagle too for a year, but I'll always be a Rebel.
But you'll always be a rebel.
That's actually a good idea.
Yes.
I hadn't thought about that.
Can you
That's
do
a
a
good
rebel yell?
So you might hear me in the stands maybe. Whenever the varsity boys score a point, you'll hear me.
That's what you do, right?
idea. Don't hold your breath. I'm just saying. They're struggling right now. But we're getting better. They are. They're getting better. Bless their heart. They know I give them a hard time.
Oh yeah, I love all those boys though.
They are
They're-
good
they're all
kids.
wonder-
They
they're
are.
all
They
so-
are. They're goofy,
You
but they're
couldn't
all
ask
good
for a
boys.
better group, really.
No.
I mean, they're awesome.
I told their parents this is one of the best groups, if not the best group of boys I've ever been around.
very
as far
respectful.
as attitudes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That it's really they're tight knit. You're gonna have some ego on there. Don't get me wrong. There's some of
Yeah.
them boys don't always, gel right, but we're working through it.
Yeah, attitude does mean a lot too.
I always use you all as an example. I
You
said,
have to have
listen,
a good attitude.
if the girls can do it, y'all can too.
Yeah, I know.
But Emily, with everything that's happened over the last
Yeah.
month, and we had Brianna on here too.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you about what did it mean to you as far as the girls and how supported they've been for you.
Oh, they don't even
I know
know.
I see messages and different things, and
Yeah.
I can definitely tell it's a tight knit group.
Yeah, they don't even know how much that it means to me. Like seeing everybody show up at the funeral and everything, just like it really warms your heart to
Yeah.
know that everybody's there and they support you, and makes you feel good.
Yeah.
To see everybody there.
You and Brianna are more like you're probably close as sisters, I guess.
Yeah,
The way you all goof around and
Me
yeah.
and Brianna. See, Brianna had took a year off. I was so upset. But my 9th grade year, me and Brianna, we've always played good together. I don't, she's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. She and she'll say that too. That I always get her the good passes and stuff. And
Yeah.
I love
It's
Brianna.
good that you've had that kind of support system and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody needs that, whether you're your age or older.
Yeah,
it's definitely a struggle.
They truly don't know how much I appreciate them. I mean, I love them so much. Every
They
one
know.
of them.
They know.
They know.
Every one of them.
That's the bond you have with them.
Yeah.
Every one of them girls know.
And it's the coaches too, like all the
Yeah.
coaches, and it's just wonderful to. It's
That's great.
always been like that at Hurley though. I feel like Hurley is such a close knit school. It's a family.
Yep.
Yeah. But Emily, we appreciate you being here, and
Thank you so
congratulations on
much.
being Player of the
Thank
Week
you
this
so
week.
much.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you guys.
All right, guys. Next up here, we got the Boys Player of the Week, Luke Quake Shelton. Luke had an impressive performance this week at the Hatfield McCoy tournament in Pikeville. Luke would pick up 4 wins on his way to placing first in the heavyweight class. Luke, appreciate you joining us here today. Tim?
Quake. Aegis King champion, 3-time.
Yeah.
Aegis King champion. That's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's 50th, wasn't it? It was the 50th year.
I think so, yeah.
Aegis King wrestling tournament. So the first year that the Aegis King wrestling tournament ever happened, Mr. Skeens bought mats for the Grundy Wrestling Club. And how awesome is that here 50 years later that the schemes still support it. So let's go back to Hatfield McCoy. First time ever been there. Never wrestled Hatfield McCoy. Pretty tough.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. Pretty tough tournament overall.
How many was in your weight class?
I'd say I had a bigger weight. I think I had like 20.
25. So you wrestled 4 times.
Yep.
Because you won your quarterfinals, you won your semifinals,
Yeah.
and you won your finals. So
Yeah.
you won all the way out. So that your life was easy that day. But if you lost,
Yeah, we had a tough day.
you had a tough day. You wrestled 6 times.
Yeah.
You know, if you kept winning, if you lose, you wrestle more.
Yeah.
So what got you interested in wrestling? I know you're from. Your dad coaches at Honecker.
Yeah.
For Honecker Wrestling. Mm-hmm. And here you're at Grundy Wrestling. you're wrestling for Grundy. You played football for Grundy.
Yeah.
You're a big asset to us at Grundy, and you're a senior. So how does that work? Dad coaches at Honecker Wrestling, and you're wrestling and playing sports in Grundy. Are they? Do y'all ever talk back and forth? And I'm gonna beat your kid this week.
Yeah.
You do that.
Yeah, we bicker at each other sometimes.
Okay. So with that being said, I know your dad's very important in your life. Your mom, dad, and your sister.
Yeah.
Your family's very important. Mm-hmm. So who got you into wrestling?
My dad. I was in 3rd grade. And that's really when I started picking up sports. Told me to go try it. And first, I didn't really like it. But I was like, I'm just gonna stick to it. It's probably gonna make me better at football. So stuck to it, and then 7th grade, I was like, I started falling more in love with wrestling, and I decided I needed to go somewhere to get better. And I started coming down here to Grundy for practices and driving from Richlands to Grundy after school every day for practice. And then transferred here my freshman year.
And started.
Yeah.
And started ever since.
I didn't start my freshman year. White Bush started over my freshman year.
White Bush. You should have been White Bush. But anyway, that's great. So you've been here since your freshman year, and you made the team 3 of the 4 years on the varsity. What is your go to move or strategy during a match? A lot of people heavyweight.
Yeah.
People think heavyweight don't shoot; they just lay on each other.
Yeah.
But you don't. Mm-hmm. You got to go to move. I mean, what is your go to the move?
Probably just a underhook to a single. Just a simple, effective. Get the job done.
Because a heavyweight don't never shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, they lay on you, right?
Yeah.
How do you stay focused during a long or intense match?
I just think about the training, all the live goes we have, and in my head, I just think, I tell myself during the match, there's no way I'm losing this. I just tell myself that. No matter what it takes, I'm not going to lose.
What's the toughest opponent you faced this season, and what did you learn from it?
Probably that first time I wrestled the Johnson Central kid that I got beat by. He was big and strong. It kind of woke me up, realized that I ain't at the top still. I mean, I still got to be hungry still to win.
In my opinion, it's good to get beat during the season.
Yeah.
Because it makes you want it more. You want that grind, the grid. Makes you want to achieve something more. If you go through especially your senior season, not getting even competition, it's not worth it, is it?
No.
How do you handle pressure before you step on the mat?
Just rely on I always play a little mini highlight reel of all my big moments I've done, and just rely on my training. Just think about, there's no position that I'm going to get into this match that I haven't been in practice once.
How has wrestling strengthened you mentally?
It's helped me realize that the best way is probably most likely the hard way. Don't take the easy way out. If you want it, you got to work for it.
Even though wrestling is individual, how does it being part of a team help you?
It helps a lot, pushing each other, seeing each other. Like after I got beat, some of the guys came up, patted me on the back, told me, you got to get up. Yeah. And Well, at the AG Schemes, you think we had a few guys losing the finals.
Yep.
But you go back, like today we had practice, came back in. You got to tell them to get back on their horse because they might be down and out, but you just got to pat them on the back, keep
New
pushing
day.
them.
New day. Yeah. What's something your coach has taught you that sticks with you?
Sometimes you just got to grit your teeth, put your head down, and go, whether you want to do it or not.
Who pushes you the hardest in practice?
Definitely Travis Pfizer, Coach Pfizer.
Yeah, I know Pfizer had shoulder surgery, so he's not be able to roll around. Does he roll around with y'all?
No, he ain't been rolling around pushing me wrestling wise. Probably definitely Gabe,
Gabriel.
but pushing me mentally, probably Coach Pfizer.
Okay, all right. What does leadership look like on a wrestling team? You being a senior, how do you lead?
Just doing the right things, when nobody's watching, making sure you're going as hard as possible, making sure practices are really tough so the matches are easy.
What part of the wrestling have you improved the most this season?
Probably my mental game. Probably not getting that. I mean, still get nervous, but not letting it affect how I wrestle.
There's nothing wrong getting nervous.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. Because if you don't get nervous, you don't want it. What's the hardest conditioning drill and why is it important?
Probably these things we call monkey rolls.
Yeah.
I really don't know what they do for you, but they're terrible.
They are hard. Yeah, it wears you out, especially after you wrestle for an hour and a half
Yeah.
and they want to do monkey rolls. What sacrifices have you had to make to compete at this level, high school level?
Probably just free time, giving up some free time, giving up going out with my friends, going out, playing on the video game all the time, hanging out with. I had to skip some family events, to go to practices. It's just.
What life lessons has wrestling taught you?
There's always more to learn. You're never the best.
How has wrestling shaped you, who you are off the mat? I'm sorry.
It gave me a level of confidence. I wouldn't say cocky, but confidence that I'm a pretty good athlete, but it also showed me that it don't matter who you are. Anybody can get beat any given day, so you need to be friends with everybody, and it's got to be a hard worker in life.
What advice would you give a first-year wrestler? And you have some.
Yeah.
You have some on your team right now.
Yeah. Probably just trust the process. It might suck at first, but you show up every day, you're going to move that needle.
That's true. What does success mean to you in wrestling? We know that.
Probably just being dominant, making sure there's no doubt left in anybody's mind. Because all the coaches like to talk like in the coaches' meeting, talk about everything. But success to me means there's no way that they can say anything about their kid having a chance.
Yep. How do you want to be remembered as a wrestler and a teammate?
I want to be remembered as a teammate, as a good leader, good friend, someone that you go to if you need something. As a wrestler, I want to be remembered as just a tough dude.
What will you miss most about wrestling when your career is over?
Probably the wrestling trips. Probably stayed at the hotels. Some fun stuff goes on.
Yes, they still go on. I was a former wrestler.
Yeah.
Coach Kevin Dresser was my coach. Raymond Webb was my coach.
Yeah.
So when I was in 8th grade, they used to get me to warm up with them, get me warmed up. That's what they tell me.
Yeah.
Come on, let's just get warmed up. Man, my 8th grade year, I could run 3 miles and not even break a sweat.
Yeah.
Because them two guys would rough me up
Yeah.
just to get warmed up. And I'm telling you that because Raymond Webb is the quickest guy that I ever seen on his feet. And probably still is today.
Yeah.
56 years old.
Yeah.
Mr. Robertson, I highly respect Mr. Robertson for what he's done with Grundy Wrestling Club. It wasn't only Mr. R.
Yeah.
You know, they had Jim Wayne Childers. They had the Buns. The Buns helped out years ago and still are helping. And, you know, then you had the Skeens is helping. But I know Tass is very involved now in the wrestling club. You know, I wrestle when Tass wrestle. BD was a little bitty fella walking around. But bringing Gabe and Ethan Owens back into the room really stepped up Grundy Wrestling. Nothing against Travis Pfizer or Raymond. They're just getting a little older.
Yeah.
You know, but bringing Gabe Pfizer back and bringing Ethan in the room, there's just so much that you can do. So your daily routine in the room, who do you wrestle with? Who's your wrestling partner?
I drill with Henry Brown, and then I'll get a lot. When we start going live, I'll go 1 live with him. Get about 3 live a day usually. So it'll probably be Talon, and then either Brody or Gabe. I usually go with one of those two, and for the last go.
Okay.
Depending on what coach wants me to do.
So it's good, and y'all work standing top and bottom. So yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That's 3 good,
They're good guys.
good guys to work out with. If there anything are there anything that you can think of that needs to change in our Grundy Wrestling Club?
I don't think so. I think it's been successful for I don't know how long, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we've had some people walk away from wrestling, and we've had some people need to cut weight, hasn't made it down to their weight yet. So how many weight classes do we have, does Grundy Wrestling have open as of right now without people cutting down to it? That's going to cut down to it. So like we're going to Virginia Duels this week.
Yeah.
How many weight classes are we going to forfeit?
4, I think.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
We're in a hole right off the bat. But when we get back, probably from Virginia Duels, our guys will be down to the weight.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to Lucas Vance. He and I talk a lot about what he eats, how to get down. And I know he's cutting down to what,
44, yeah.
44. He wrestles 50. So, I mean, that's a big change.
Yeah.
But I think he can do it. And so with you being the heavyweight, you don't have to worry about cutting. You get to eat all the time.
Yeah.
So do you eat in front of these guys that cut weight?
I try not to. I mean, when we stay in the like the hotel, I try to stay.
Right in there and eat right beside us. I bring a pizza right there and a Coca-Cola. Pat my stomach.
So when you're going to Virginia Duels this weekend, week leaving probably Thursday, when you stop at a store, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna get in a van with no people cutting weight, right? You're gonna get on the van where everybody eats, so you don't have to worry about that, right? Because there'll be 2 vans.
Yeah.
So you'll just go in a convenience store and get what you want.
Yep.
That's the advantages.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm proud of you, man. I'm Quace, you know how I feel about you. Love you in football. I love you in wrestling. I think wrestling helps with your feet work in football. I think that helps you tremendous. But I'm so proud of you. I can't say much about you because, man, you know how I feel about you.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed to be able to be in your life. I remember when you was a sophomore, and I told you we was up there running. I said, you need to step it up because you about ready to throw up.
Yeah.
You said, I'm about ready to throw up. I said, step up and be a leader. And you did. From then on, you was a leader. And I cannot thank you enough for doing what you're doing, giving back. Make sure you always give back. Mr. R always wants us to give back to our community, and you're doing that anyway. But I'm proud of you. Keep working hard. Wrestling is a sport. It's hardest on your body, besides cross country.
Yeah.
You know, cross country, you got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Wrestling, you got 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So Kevin Dresser always said that's 6 minutes pure.
Yeah.
You know. But Travis Pfizer's doing a great job with you guys. You guys are doing a great job. I hope and pray that we see more of you guys wrestle on Royal Retreat somewhere in another tournament and maybe Riverheads.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that, how we're going to, but before state. I'd love to see how we match up because it's going to be Grundy, Riverheads, and Royal Retreat fighting for a state championship.
Yep.
Don't you?
I think it'll be a tough battle this year.
But you big boys got to pull it through.
Yep. You got your leaders.
Yeah.
You gotta get team points when you can, and you can't give up team points.
So you play football, you wrestle. What else you do? That's it.
That's it.
Lift weights.
Yeah.
If you can do anything else in the whole world besides them two sports, what would you do?
Probably any sport, like anything.
Yeah.
Probably hockey.
Hockey. I
Hockey.
can see you playing hockey.
Hockey would be pretty fun.
Hockey would be fun.
Goalie.
Yeah.
I can see you be a goalie.
Yeah.
I was thinking rugby.
Rugby, he'd be good rugby.
He would.
But congratulations. I know these guys have some questions for you. I know Chris does. He's probably.
Yeah.
Well, you pretty much touched on a lot of it, what I would ask, but just a couple quick ones. Who gave you the name Quake?
It was my dad's nickname when he was little. Just kind of, when I started football in Richlands, it just kind of transferred with me, and then all the Grundy guys started to realize everybody calls me Quake in Richlands, so.
I guess it was Big Quake and Little Quake.
Yeah, it's kind of.
We used to have some boys go to school with, one of them, nickname was Bubba, and then his brother came along, his brother's name was Bubba. So the next one, it's like a Bubba generation. But I've often thought about this. There's always a comparison of the GOATs, the greats. Whether it's Jordan and LeBron or whoever wants to think LeBron's great, whatever. But anyway, if you had one match of all the heavyweights that that has wrestled at Grundy, that you would like to say, okay, I would like to have wrestled him, who would it be?
I think probably Big Albert. I just want to see what.
That's what I was thinking.
Now, I'm going to tell you, me personally, my lifetime, I've never seen anybody as dominant on a mat than what Albert was.
That's right.
And I think he'd manhandle.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I just want to see what.
I ain't gonna say you'd back down,
no,
but
I just
he
wanna
was a
see-
big young, and even he was
I
a
know-
man.
My dad wrestled him because he wrestled at Richlands.
Yeah.
He manhandled my dad. I just want to see how I would stack up. I mean, I'm sure he would probably be. He's a lot bigger than me.
Well, now your stamina's probably better than his. So if you can stay away from him and he can't get on top of you, may have a chance to get him down on the ground. You may have, but he was so big that it was so hard that once he did get his hands on him, especially if he locked wrists with him, it was pretty much over.
Yeah.
I'd often thought about that. Which Grundy's had some really good heavyweights throughout the years. And I've only got to watch you wrestle a few times, not many. So I can't really, say how you would stack up against any of them. But I just think that if it was me, that'd be the one. And then if you go down a weight class, I would think I would put Greg Stiltner into that mix.
Oh, yes.
And there's numbers and numbers of great wrestlers that's come through that program that I was often wondered how they would match up against some of the younger kids in today's generation.
Yeah. Me and Coach Pfizer will sometimes have a conversation about it, about some of, I'll go there, go lifting, and then we'll be in there, and I'll be like, how do you think so-and-so would stack up against so-and-so? And he would just kind of sit there and smile, and then he would say, yeah, he'd probably kill him. I'd be like, well.
It's usually always an old head saying, it's hardly ever a younger generation to get an old guy.
Yeah.
It's just the way, I don't know why it is, but wrestling's a little bit different. It's technique, it's skills, it's, conditioning, a lot of conditioning. I wrestled at Hurley for a year when they had the program over there, and that's one of the things that was hardest for me was to cut weight.
Yeah.
And if I could have got down in, wrestling 140, I think I'd won a whole lot more, maybe even we got to go to state, because I did pretty good where I was at. But that was just it. Like, if I smelled pizza, I won it.
That's right.
I was like, who am I wrestling this week? If I take this piece of pizza, I'll go ahead and wrestle up for you if it's somebody I think I could take. But it's not like it. If you really want to be disciplined and win a state title, you can't be that way.
Yeah.
It's that strict. So I admire what y'all do, always have, and I look forward to hope you get you a state title.
Yep.
And you bring it home for Union County.
Yep.
Congratulations.
So what are you weighing?
I weigh about 250.
250.
Yeah.
All right. You saw this, what Michael done, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice right there. You picked him up and just manhandled him. So that's Michael done that for you. I think it's awesome, man. Michael might have something.
No, I just want to congratulate you, and I really enjoyed putting that together for you.
Thank you.
Even though somebody we was talking earlier in the podcast, some grown man out there act like he was talking, was on there
Yeah.
talking smack and whatever.
Yeah.
I love some of the comments that other people had and everything's like, man, you wouldn't last 5 minutes.
I like to put him out there.
Yeah.
on
yeah,
you.
yeah. Well, that was what a lot of them was saying and stuff. But we don't want to talk no more about him. Give him any more.
No.
Yeah, any more time. But
Congratulations, bud.
definitely congratulations on
thank you.
Well
2
deserved.
big wins this week. In the
Yeah.
Hatfield, McCoy, and the Skeens. And congratulations on being Player of the Week, and hopefully bring home a 3rd state title.
Yep.
Right? All righty, man.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. All righty, guys. Moving on to next week schedule. Monday, Grundy's girls team will be playing Honaker at home. Big game for them. Council's boys and girls will be at Houston. Hurley's boys and girls will be at Richlands. Then moving on to Tuesday, Grundy's boys and girls will travel to Lebanon. Wednesday, Hurley's girls will be playing Montview at home. And also we've got another Abington Polar Bear at Abington for indoor track. Thursday, Grundy's boys and girls will travel to Graham. And Twin Valleys boys will host Riverview. And Council's boys will be at Cornerstone. Where exactly is that at, guys? Do you know?
If I'm not mistaken, it's in Abington.
I'm not real sure
Yeah,
on that one.
I'm about afraid to tell you because I don't know,
Yeah.
to tell you the truth.
Moving on to Friday, as we said before.
It might be Lebanon. Maybe that's what I seen Lebanon.
Moving on to Friday, district games. I guess this is the kickoff to it, the first games of the year. Hurley's boys will be at home against Twin Valley. Might be a chance for you to get for them to get a win there, Chris. I know y'all played real tough over against them.
That's the best way that the varsity boys look. They played. That's the best team ball they played on offense and defense. They just fell apart in the 4th quarter, which we've been working a whole lot on the press. Thanks to teams like Tazewell, we had to.
Definitely, I would imagine better than what you was the first time they played.
I hope so.
And Grundy's boys and girls against Council's boys and girls Friday night. And also that's the start of the Virginia duels at Hampton in wrestling. And that'll also be Saturday as well. And another East Coast Elite for the indoor track at Roanoke on Saturday.
Yes.
Got anything to add there, Tim?
I just so proud of our county schools, our county athletes. They're showing some good sportsmanship, out playing other schools, and I'm so proud of that because they're representing Buchanan County. So
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for that, and I pray that none of our county athletes or any athletes gets hurt where they cannot finish their seasons after school for the last year of their school. So just hope and pray everything goes smooth, and let the ball falls, let the score falls where they fall. Good luck to everybody this week.
Getting late in the season with wrestling and
It's coming.
Seeing some good things there,
It's coming. It's coming.
Potential a couple state champions there, looks like, maybe.
I'm gonna call four state champions. I'm looking at probably 4 this year.
Barring any injuries.
Bar any injuries. Yeah, let's hope and
always,
pray that never
God
happens.
forbid, yeah.
It's always a possibility.
But hopefully, might be a good showing with the indoor track winding down here too.
Yeah, we already got 3 already
got 3
made it to
qualified.
state, qualified state on the first attempt. So that's really good. That's really good. I was proud of them.
And of course, with the boys and girls basketball, with district tournament, district play, shall I say, starting up this week, you'll see a lot more games within the county and stuff over the next several weeks up until usually about Valentine's Day, I think, is about the time the district tournament starts. So
I'm excited.
Be interesting to see, especially, with 2 teams going and not really a whole lot there in the girls with them being 3. So I hate that because actually all 3 of them have got their good qualities about them. I hate to see one of them not be able to go, but it'll definitely be interesting with Grundy, Council, and Hurley, all 3 playing pretty good ball right now.
Any of them, I think all 3 of those teams are one player away from the injury of going downhill.
Yeah.
So I mean that's always something, as you said with wrestling. It's always something you got to take in consideration. But if all of them can stay healthy, come district time, it's going to be that he could be just a draw of a straw.
That's what I hope. Last year of all the county schools, besides council. But I hope it comes right down to it, last second on the clock on every game in our county.
It'd be like good to be competitive all the way across the board.
Yep.
I mean, that's good to think and stuff, but it's not always possible.
No.
You know, I look at the Hurley girls. I'm really super proud of the way they started out and how they've hustled and how they've played, because of the way that I've seen the structure of the system. They've went through 2 or 3 coaches, and now to be able to play consistent, it shows. I mean, the girls anyway, it shows how they've got the gym work. You know, and then going to the boys varsity team, you know, it's rebuild, complete rebuild, and they're really working hard. I mean, honestly, this is of all the kids I've ever coached and helped coach, this is the best group of kids I've ever been around. It's not even close. You know, so I do thank the parents and the kids for coming to practice and working as hard as they work. I hope we can get some wins in this year. You know, coming up. And you know, these bad losses ain't always bad. Tim talks about it. You know, it's going to make you hungry. If you really want to win, you'll get in and work harder.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to for these kids, not just this year, but next.
Yeah, for sure. Well, guys, if you don't got anything else, I guess that'll be it for this week. We'll see you again next week, guys.
Yeah, hey, drop.